now call the October 28th meeting of the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District Board to order. In addition to those you see before you, Chapin Smino is unable to attend tonight, but is attending by phone. So we have a full board of 9 board members here tonight. In opening, as you are willing and able, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. First up, we have the student representatives report. Ms. Sharman. Oh.
Thank you. On Thursday this week, all of the elementary schools and the middle school will have a half day, and each elementary school will hold a Halloween parade. Students are encouraged to wear a costume to show school spirit and have a little fun. They will march around outside to some spooky songs as parents and family watch and cheer on from the side. Moreover, this week is Red Ribbon Week at the elementary and middle schools. Red Ribbon Week was originally created to commemorate DEA agent Enrique Camarena to raise awareness about drugs and violence. It has since been broadened to promote general health and wellness among students. At NPE, students will learn about wellness in terms of emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, practical, and social wellness. The school counselor, Mrs. DeSanctis, will visit classrooms throughout the week to reinforce specific ways students can be safe, respectful, and responsible. Students are encouraged to meditate, read a book, express gratitude for things often overlooked, spend time with friends and loved ones, anything to make themselves happy and healthy. At SRS, students are encouraged to dress up for the Red Ribbon Spirit Days. Students will wear red on Monday to express love, sweatpants and sweatshirts on Tuesday to show healthy choices, crazy socks on Wednesday to sock it to drugs, a Halloween costume on Thursday to scare away bad habits, and SRS spirit wear on Friday to demonstrate unity. While the elementary schools are more focused on general health and wellness, the middle school Red Ribbon Week circles around the issue of drugs and alcohol. There will be various quizzes, activities such as Red Ribbon Scavenger Hunt, a door decorating contest, and a quizzo to teach students about the harmful effects of drugs and alcohol on the body. In other news, at SRS, Friday, November 8th is the SRS Bowling Spirit Night from 6 to 8 p.m. at Sproul Lanes. Friends and family can enjoy 2 hours of unlimited bowling with food such as pizza, drinks, chips, and pretzels included for all bowlers. A single lane costs $15, while a group lane for up to 6 players costs $80. All proceeds go to the SRS Home and Association. At West, students will have the chance to go down to the library during class for the annual book fair from November 11th to November 15th. There will be a wide selection of books and school supplies. This encourages students to read while also raising money for the West PTO. On Wednesday, November 13th, parents will have the chance to accompany their student to the book fair in the evening from 6 to 8 p.m. At the middle school next week, the 8th graders will spend the day in Philadelphia visiting the Constitution Center, the American Revolutionary War Museum, and the One Liberty Observation Deck before having a fun dinner at Dave & Buster's. This trip is meant to help students explore the history of the city, complementing the 8th grade American history curriculum. At the high school, the shoe drive for the junior class cabinet will continue until the end of the month. Students are encouraged to bring their donations to the 3rd floor office or the cabinet meeting after school on Wednesday, where the class cabinet will bag up the shoes for donation. Minithon is holding a fundraiser on Monday, November 5th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Chipotle. Everyone is encouraged to come and show a flyer or mention the club while checking out, so a portion of the bill is donated to Minithon. The money will be used to fund the first ever Thon event at Strathaven High School, modeled after Penn State's famed Thon fundraiser that raises money towards ending pediatric cancer. Finally, Wednesday, November 6th is the Marching Band Showcase. Come out to see a remarkable band of over 400 students play their show and stand tunes and show off their talent. The event will be held outdoors on Kings Field at 7 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Sama. Next, we have the superintendent's report. Dr. Palmer.
Thank you, Dr. Sontag. And I have a message for our community this evening. It is with great sadness that I share that one of our high school students, Haley Jackson, has died. Our thoughts and sympathies are with her family and her friends. We have established support centers in our high school and middle school that are fully staffed with school counselors, school psychologists, and members of our crisis intervention team. Our school teams were available to meet with students and staff individually and in groups today and will remain available in the coming days and weeks. If you feel that your child or you are in need of additional assistance, please contact the school office, the principal, or one of our counselors. Additionally, a resource guide has been or will be momentarily posted prominently on our website. At this time, the cause of death has not been made public. Further, we do not have funeral information, but if the parents provide that information to us, we will share it with the school community. In the meantime, please keep Haley's family in your thoughts. Thank you, Dr. Huff.
Thank you, Dr. Palmer. It is a sad day in our community. So the board met in executive session prior to this meeting to discuss personnel matters. And tonight, we will not have a focus topic. I have decided to postpone that until the next meeting, which brings us to audience recognition. We have time for comments from the audience. Is there anyone here tonight who would like to speak to the board related to something on the agenda? Okay. Seeing none, we move on. Our first item for action is the approval of the minutes from the October 14th meeting, and I so move. Do we have a second? Was that Dr. Downey? Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. 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 Any opposed, say nay. Okay, the item passes 9-0. We have several items for action in personnel. Are there any items on this list that anyone on the board would like to separate from the rest? Okay. We have the approval of additions to the conference requests list. We have the approval of additions to the activity appointments list. We have the approval of a change in salary status for Patricia Bender, who has earned a master's degree. We have the approval of compensation of $50 per chaperone for the high school frosh dance. And we have the approval of the appointment of an additional vertical team member, all as attached to or described in the agenda. Do I have a motion for these items?
So moved.
Dr. Sontag, and a second? Dr. Rieger, any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Ms. Semino? Okay. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, the item passes 9-0. Okay. We have 3 items for action in curriculum. We have the approval of related service provider contracts for the 2019 extended school year and the 2019-20 school year. We have the approval of a tuition contract for this school year, and we have the approval of a Category 1A overnight field trip for the high school, all as attached or described in the agenda. Do I have a motion for these items? Dr. Rieger, and a second?
Second.
Is that Ms. Vogt?
Yes.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay, the item passes 9-0. We have several items for approval in finance. Are there any items on this list that a board member would like parsed out? Okay. We have the approval of payment of invoices to vendors for the last month. We have the approval of the treasurer's reports for July through September. We have the acknowledgement of receipt of various financial statements. We have the approval of budget transfers, and we have the acknowledgement of receipt of a donation from the Greater Philadelphia Cultural Alliance, all as attached or described in the agenda. Do I have a motion for these items? Dr. Rieger, and a second? Ms. Walkman. Any discussion? Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, the items pass 9-0. And now we have time for comments from the audience related to things that were not on our agenda. Would anyone like to address the board? Seeing none, we move on. Do we have any old business tonight? Do we have any new business tonight? Okay. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.